everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Today I don't have Sebastian with me, which is so weird. I just left my house. Well, I just pulled out of my garage, but basically, let me make sure it's on park. This morning my dad, he's so sweet, he came over, he mowed my lawn, and then he wanted to take Sebastian because Sebastian is completely obsessed with my dad, and same way around. My dad loves Sebastian. So he wanted to leave with him, and my dad has a car seat installed in his truck, luckily, so he took him with my mom, which gave me some time to like get up and actually do my makeup, and it feels so good because usually I always like to get Sebastian ready, make sure that he's changed, his hair is brushed before I leave, and then I just kind of do whatever with myself. But since he wasn't here, I actually got ready and it feels good. But I'm gonna drive over there right now and just have lunch because it's already lunchtime with my parents, and then I do need to package some henna that sold yesterday. I actually just sold out. I completely sold out. I'm so happy that you guys all, like most of you, all got your hands on my product. There is still a lot of messages that I didn't get to, so there are still people that want to purchase the henna, so I'm already talking to my merchant to get a new order in. A lot of people actually requested for me to get the brown one as well, so I am gonna get some brown one. Obviously it's gonna be less than the black one, but I'm gonna get that one. And then with the brown one, I've never tried it. My sister has tried it, and it just kind of just leaves you with like a little light brown tone color. And yeah, it looks cute. A lot of people want it, so I'm gonna get that one back. And yeah, I'm gonna head on over there right now. That way I can go and package the henna and get it sent out. And then I thought about something this morning. So you guys saw in my last vlog that George actually got his braces off, and I absolutely love what they did with him. It was an amazing transformation. He was very insecure about his smile all the time. Even before I met him, like I could tell, like just through the pictures, that he was insecure about his smile, you know. So right now he doesn't know how to even like smile because he's always been so like trying to hide it, you know. So I'm really happy for him. He does get his teeth whitened today, so I thought about maybe pranking him. It's going to be really mean, and I have no idea how he's going to react, but I do want to try to prank him. Hopefully I do get it done. I want to go ahead and tell him that I don't like his teeth, that whenever he goes and gets it whitened today, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but whatever. I'm just gonna tell him that I don't think he did a good job. I think he should get his braces back on, because I'm gonna like start comparing myself with his teeth. And by all means, this is just a prank. Like I'm telling you, I am so happy for him. He looks amazing. I love it, and I love that he's gonna be able to smile. And hopefully he's like less camera shy now, because you know he's gonna have straight teeth. Because whenever I didn't have braces, I used to tell George that he had bought me the camera, and I didn't use it for like a whole ass year because my front tooth was chiquito, was crooked. So whenever I would record videos, I would just be really insecure about how my tooth would look. So maybe he will be less camera shy now that he has straight teeth. But yeah, I'm gonna head on over to my parents, and I'll see you guys there. Let me breathe in and let me breathe out. I took my dad to the DMV, and I was fucking mad in there. I was so freaking livid in there. I took my dad to get the real ID, as they call it, because you know they're gonna need that to be traveling with the United States. So I decided to take my dad today and get his driver license. So his actual driver license is not expired till like 2023, so it's like 3 years from now, you know. So I show up to DMV. I have his driver license, I have his social security, I have the 2 forms that verify his address here in the United States, you know. And I filled up the application on the computer as well. And of course my dad is with me, you know. So I go, and then the way they have this DMV set up, I don't know if it's every DMV, I've only been to this one. They have basically 2 people in the line where you stand. The first person kind of guides you and tells you like what you need and blah blah blah. The second person officially checks your paperwork and makes sure that you have everything that they're gonna need, you know. So the first guy tells me like, this is what you need, you know. I told him, hey, like, I just want to verify, I just filled out my application, I have this and this, whatever, right? And he's like, yeah, you're fine, you can go and see the next person. And I told him, I was like, by the way, like, he doesn't have his residence card. Does he need that? Because, you know, he is a resident, so will he need his green card? We forgot it. And this guy was like, no, you don't need it. Like, go ahead and just see the next person. You have everything that you need. So I'm like, great, you know, everything's going good. Yay. So whenever I go up to the next person, I already recognize this lady because this lady, she just has like a bitch face at all times, you know? And like, I've actually seen like times before where she's had trouble with customers or whatever. So I go up to her and I'm like, and she tells me like, oh, like, what do you need? What do you need to do? And I tell her, oh, my dad needs to get the real license, real ID as a license or whatever. And then she was like, okay. But as she's talking to me, she's not directing her eyes at me. Like, she's just like, all right. And she's like, let me see your paperwork. And then she's just going like this, like she's looking elsewhere, like her attention is elsewhere except for me when I'm right there in front of her face trying to talk to her, you know. And she's like, looks down at the paper and she's like, does he have a green card or is he a citizen? And I'm like, no, like, he has a green card, but we forgot it. And she's like, oh, you need it. And I was like, okay. At this point, if you tell me like he needs his green card, you have everything else, can you go get his green card and come back, yada yada, you know, I would have been like, all right, thank you, like, oh, that's fine, I'll go and get it. But that didn't stop there. She was like, you need his green card. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. She wouldn't like give me my paperwork, you know. And then she's like, yeah, did you think you wouldn't need it or something? And I was like, oh. I'm like, well, actually the person that helped me out before this told me that I didn't need it. And she's like, he told you that you didn't need it? And I'm like, yeah, like, I went over the stuff that I had and I told him, like, do you think I'll need his residence card? And he said, no, like, you're fine. And she was like, hold on. She grabs the paperwork, like, she's still holding on to my paperwork, and she goes and talks to the guy, like, pretty much she's saying like, oh, let me make sure that he did say this to you because you look like you're lying, you know, pretty much. That made me look like a liar or something. Like, she didn't believe me. So she goes over there and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then she comes back and then she tells me, oh my god. She tells me, she's like, you shouldn't be saying stuff that other people didn't say. If he didn't say that, then why did you tell me this? Are you lying? What? Excuse me? Like, first of all, like, you could have just given me my paperwork and told me, like, you don't have your residence card, like, come back. But instead, she went back to him to make sure if I was lying or not, and she called me a liar. And I was like, excuse me? Like, you're not gonna be calling me a liar. Like, you didn't have the right to just go and ask him to see if I was lying or not. Like, what made you think that I was lying, first of all? And she was just like, what, do you feel bad because you're lying to me? And I'm just like confused as fuck, and I'm like, no, excuse me, I am not lying to you. This went like this, and I explained everything to her. And I'm like, so you have no right to be calling me a liar. I'm here as a customer, like, what is wrong with you? And she was just like, well, you can't be lying to me. And she was just like with a little smirk on her face, and like, who the hell calls you a liar, first of all? And you're just a worker at the DMV. I'm trying to get some business done. Like, why would you do all this to call me a liar, you know? So it got me so freaking mad, and I was like, you know what, you're just being a bitch. And I'm sorry that I called her a bitch, but she was just being a bitch. Like, you don't do that kind of stuff. You simply just don't do that. And I was like, I need to talk to your manager. And she was like, huh, you need to talk to my manager? And I'm like, yeah, I need to talk to your manager. So at that point, like, she didn't think I was probably serious, you know? Like, I was like, yeah, I need to talk to your manager and get your manager right now. And then, I'm not trying to be that Karen girl or whatever the fuck talking to managers, but that really pissed me off. Like, you don't go and call me a liar at the DMV as you're working. Like, what? And then I was just fucking shook. And then she goes and she pretends like she's getting her manager in the back, and she talks to like a few different girls in the back, and she's just like laughing back there, and I can fucking see her laughing, so it just fucking makes me even more mad. And I'm like, oh hell no, like I'm gonna wait. She literally makes me wait. She makes it seem like she's not getting anybody, like she's not gonna bring her manager out here. So I'm just like, I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting. I told my dad, like, here's my car key, go get your residence card, I'm gonna wait for a manager. And my dad was like, are you sure, like, you want me to stay? And I was like, no, like, go get it, you know, like, we're still gonna get this done. We're gonna we have to get the residence card in order to get this done, then just go get it, you know. And then she makes me wait. Finally a manager comes, and I was just talking to her manager, and her manager was nice, and she was like, well, I'm sorry, like the first person is new and he probably gave you the wrong information. And I'm like, that's fine, like it's not my fault, like I don't care whether a person is new or not. But the fact that the way she handled things, the way she went over there and just to make sure if I was lying or not, and then she came back and called me a liar when I know for a fact that I was not a liar. Like that's not okay for you to do, especially when you're here as a worker at the DMV and you're calling somebody names just like that, you know. And I'm sure this lady like probably like tells things to people all the time, and she just like lets go with it because she gets away with it because nobody probably does anything. But I was just not gonna let her step all over me and call me a liar, because that's not cool. And I was just so fucking mad. But then luckily like the manager was actually really nice, and I told her like, I need you to listen to me, because I'm not gonna sit here and complain about somebody when you're not gonna do anything about it. So I need you to do whatever you need to do about it, because that is not okay. And she was just like, okay, like she was nice, you know. But I don't know, the other lady is like on freaking drugs or something. Like the whole time, even when I was already walking out and leaving and my dad got his picture taken and all that, she would still like stare at me and have a little smirk, like if she got away with it. Like I don't know, but I was so mad. And I was having such a good day, and then she just pissed me off. But yeah, quick story time for you guys for my experience at DMV. Okay, so I just got home, and like I said this morning, I'm gonna find a way to prank George. So I'm gonna try to tell him that I don't like the way his teeth look, that he should get his braces back on. So hopefully I can pull through with it and see how it goes. Hopefully I get a good reaction. Hopefully I can record it. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck.
This is how my doesn't like.
Oh shit.
Huh?
Can I see your teeth? Can I tell you something?
What?
Can I see them again? You know how this tooth is longer, like a little bit?
But you didn't know until I told you.
But do you think like, I feel like there's still little trickles. Do you think like you can go back and like tell them like to put your braces on? Like,
which one's better?
like this one. Look, like your bite is still a little bit like.
It's just they gotta grind it out.
But like you don't think you can go back and tell them to like put it on for like 2 more months?
How? Why?
Because it still looks like it's kind of like this.
How?
Like this, like an underbite.
How? My top teeth are over.
No. It still looks like when you smile like that, like this one right here looks twinkle.
Which one?
This one. Like right here.
Which one?
That one.
Which one?
This one. It looks twinkle. Like if you look at it from the side, it looks like my old tooth that used to be like hella to the side.
That's because it's chipped, fool.
But you don't think like you can go back and tell them to like.
Tell them what?
To put your braces on? Babe! That's the gospel!
What?
Can you really go back and tell them that like put your braces on for like a year?
What?
Can you tell them to like put your braces on for like 1 year more? Good.
1 year more?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's looking like this.
What?
It's looking like this.
How?
Like this.
How you talking about?
Like, yo, jab underbite.
You're retarded. You
Or
really?
really, like, maybe like jaw surgery, like where they can just like fix it.
Jaw surgery?
George, it's porque, like, let me see. Yeah, they look little chiquitos, man. I'm just being honest, like, don't get mad at me, I'm your wife. And I'm supposed to be honest because I'm your wife.
You're supposed to be, like, good to me, not talk shit.
No, but like, you want me to say the truth?
Well, I guess, but... Are you serious?
Yes. Like, maybe like just one more year.
1 more year? What?
This. I'm being
I just
serious.
had them for 3 years. Are you kidding me?
I know, but like it's still like they look.
What? What's wrong with it?
They look like este se me había pinche chueco.
Which one?
Right here, the one with the white shit on it.
That's my favorite one.
Ew.
You're retarded. Are you serious?
Yes.
You're lying.
No, like maybe just call him and be like, hey, like I didn't.
I ain't calling no one on that.
But maybe just like tell him like I didn't really like how.
No. What do you mean? I did like it.
But I'm the one that's looking at your face 24/7.
You're pissing me off, Olga.
But I'm the one staring at your face and your fucking dientes look chuecos todavía.
What?
They still look chuecos.
Olga, you gotta stop with that shit, man. Seriously.
Alright, so you like the way they look?
I mean, I'm not a fucking perfect Colgate smile, but...
What if you get veneers?
Nah, I just spent hella money on this shit. What are you talking about?
Like...
You're fucking me, aren't you?
No. I'm being serious. Look how straight mine are.
You still got your braces on?
Yeah, but look at yours. I feel like they already shifted from yesterday to
What?
today.
I've had my retainers on the whole day. What are you talking about? Stupid shit.
You look like, what is that? What did you say? Chewbacca? What is it?
Chewbacca?
Yeah.
That was before.
But todavía se mira así como estudiante.
You're retarded.
Get back!
Hey, you're recording me, aren't you?
No, I just set my camera there.
What the hell? You're recording me, aren't you?
No!
Oh, wow.
Come over here.
Shut up.
I really love your smile. Let me see. Did you fall for it?
No shit.
What were you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit you with this fucking card.
No, really. Were you gonna call him and tell him?
No? What the hell?
Oh, I love you. Alright, so there's my mini prank to George. I obviously kept laughing because me and George are always like fucked up to each other. We always like talk shit to each other, but like his teeth, especially since he got his braces off yesterday, that was like a whole other level. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little prank. I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. Say bye, George.
Bye.